a vinegar bottle. It's not so comfy. So she's making a... And who grants the wish?
The fairy.
Every time the fairy would come, she would sing another refrain. She would say, when you go to bed tonight, turn 3 times and then recite, I wish I may, I wish I might. And morning will bring you an awesome sight. Do you understand the word awesome?
Yes.
You're awesome, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes. Can you all give thumbs up to yourselves? Great. There was once a little old woman who lived in a vinegar bottle. Don't ask me why. She just did. Of course, it was rather cramped in there. So one day, the old woman was sitting on her front steps, complaining. Oh, what a shame! What a crying shame that I should have to live in such a tiny house as this, while I should be living in a sweet little cottage with a thatched roof and roses growing round the door. That's what I deserve. Well, as it happened, a fairy was passing by, and she heard the little old woman complaining. I have the power to grant her wish, thought the fairy. If that's what she wants, that's what she'll get. And to the old woman she sang, when you go to bed tonight, turn 3 times and then recite, I wish I may, I wish I might, and morning will bring you an awesome sight. The little old woman thought the fairy was probably telling her a story. But when she went to bed that night, on the odd chance that the fairy was telling her the truth, she turned round 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and made a wish. Close your eyes, everyone. And the next day when she opened her eyes, she was in a sweet little cottage with a thatched roof and flowers growing outside her door. Can you see the cottage? Now, this is more like it. It's just what I always wanted. I shall be quite contented here. But she forgot to hang up. Mary. Well, the fairy flew hither, and the fairy flew yarn. She flew to, and she flew through, and she flew everywhere a fairies ought to go. And then she said, oh, I wonder how that old woman in the vinegar bottle is doing. So when she goes and looks at her in the new cottage, she saw the old woman sitting in a rocking chair, rocking and complaining. Oh, what a shame! What a crying shame that I should have to live in such a tiny little cottage as this, with no neighbors nearby. I should be living in a row house with neighbors on either side. There should be lace curtains at the window and a brass knocker at the door. That's what I deserve. The fairy said, okay, I can do that. If that's what she wants, that's what she'll get. And to the old woman she sang, when you go to bed tonight, turn 3 times and then recite, twice. She went to bed early that night. She turned around 3 times. Let's turn. 1, 2, 3. And closed her eyes and made a wish. She was complaining that she did not have neighbors. Now, do you think she's got neighbors? Do you think she's going to be content?
But it's not all.
Sorry?
But it's not all.
But she got some neighbors. She didn't have anybody in the cottage. Now she's got some neighbors. So she says, oh, I'm going to be quite happy living in this row house. Oh, okay. Then the fairy flies off. But she forgot to thank the fairy. Well, the fairy flew hither and the fairy flew yarn. She flew to and she flew fro. And she flew everywhere fairies ought to go. And then she said, all right, let me go and check out the old woman who lives in the row house now. Let's see if she's happy. But when she goes there, she looks at the old woman. She's rocking in a rocking chair, rocking and complaining. Oh, what a shame. What a crying shame that I should have to live in a row house like this, when the neighbors aren't even friendly. I should be living in a mansion on a hill. A mansion with servants to wait on me and do my every bidding. That's what I deserve. When the fairy heard this, she was quite surprised. She said, okay, well, that's what she wants. That's what she'll get. What did she sing then? She sang to the old woman, when you go to bed tonight, she went to bed exceedingly early that night. She turned around 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then closed her eyes. Everybody close your eyes quickly. And she made a wish. The next morning, she was in a mansion on a hill with servants to wait on her and do her every bidding. Oh, this is just what I always wanted and deserved, said the old woman. I'll be so contented here. But once again, she forgot to yarn. She flew to and she flew fro. And she flew everywhere fairies ought to go. And then she said, oh, let me go and see how the old woman is doing in her new mansion. But when she goes to the old woman, she saw her sitting in a rocking chair, rocking and complaining. Oh, what a shame. What a crying shame that I should have to live in a drafty old mansion like this. Why, I should be the queen, living in a castle, higher on the hill, with ladies in waiting for me, and musicians, and jesters to amuse me. That's what I deserve. Good heavens, thought the fairy. Will she never be content? If that's what she wants, that's what she'll not get. And to the old woman she sang with a frown. When you go to bed tonight, turn 3 times and then recite, I wish I may, I wish I might. Morning will bring you an awesome sight. Little old woman didn't wait to go to bed that night. She got so excited. She said, oh, I'm going to be the queen. She turned round 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and closed her eyes. Everybody close your eyes. And you have to make a wish to be the queen now. And when she woke up the next morning, she was back in her